So 4 is looking at purely curriculum, how models of curriculum development are put together. So it's a series of principles. You've got broad, all teaching and learning related. Kelly, humanist. You've got Maslow and Rogers, behaviourists again. Skinner and Watson, cognitive. Piaget, Gardner, learner-centered. Developmental or progressive. Spiral.
I would relate mine to humanist.
To what, sorry?
To the humanist theory.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying you've got quite a bit of stuff on here you can actually have a look at. So a spiral method, creative, academic or product-based, Stella Santana, or situational model, Scaleback. Curriculum as a process, a pyramid or spiral. It's working upwards from a starting point, or sometimes working backwards works better. If you know what you're going to achieve, you then look at different ways of achieving that. And again, I'm giving myself an example there. I've stepped back and said, right, well, hang on, I think this would actually be better developed first to give you bigger opportunities to cross-reference work that you've already covered, because the rest of the units, apart from this one, are much less academic and more practical, in which you've got to put evidence together and explain what it is, and actually what you do and how you do it.
So I think Steiner Waldorf works a bit like that, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
Steiner Waldorf, they always have their end goal, and then in the middle is what they're doing to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Again, models, national policies, economic, ideological, and the purpose of education. National curriculum, curriculum 2000, 14 to 16, 16 to 19 curriculum. Diplomas, apprenticeships, sector skills, councils. This is all what I was discussing earlier, where the MVQ process is in a lot of those places. What they tended to do, it changed quite dramatically from its original premise, in that all apprentices that were doing the longer or 4-year apprenticeship had to do an academic, what was it called? It was called a vocationally related qualification.
So it's like an employment-based route, right?
Yeah. They weren't just a skills-based qualification. It was now a skills and knowledge-based qualification.
Yeah.
So those areas, looking at vocational skills standards, the intellectual process, inclusive curriculum. And
so should I pick a few of those?
Sorry?
Shall I pick a few of those models?
Yeah, just pick a few of those and just explain what they are in terms of, this is the assessment bit, the analysis bit, sorry. What you've got is modular or unit-based, which is what we're working on, Yeah. A unit-based qualification.
Mine would be inclusive curriculum.
Yeah, and of course distance learning and blended learning. Do you know the difference between those two?
I think distance learning is you doing it on your own. Blended is when we're doing this.
Like we do it, yeah.
As well as online.
The Open University is a good example of distance learning. You'll get all the books you need for the program, which you have to buy, and then you'll get some sessions. Then it's just up to you after that to put your work together and send it in. We work differently to that. What I found was that the best way of working was to do a couple of learning objectives and send them through to the assessor, let him have a look at them, and then put any corrections in at that point. And usually then, when the rest of it comes in, it's pretty well done. There's not really much.
You notice, isn't it? That way you notice because you're having feedback along the way.
Yeah, this is it. You use that feedback and said, oh yeah, he's picked that up there, I need to look at that, and that will actually follow suit, especially in a unit like this one, which is pretty repetitive. It's just using different subjects at each stage.
Yeah.
So basically, a lot of the people you'll see in the amplification will appear in other parts as well, because usually they've had something to say about that as well. So again, it's looking at ways in which theories and models of curriculum development can be applied in developing curricula in your own area of specialism. Yeah. So this is about, again, how it works for you or doesn't. Yeah. You can actually put something in. If you put, some people have got a fairly narrow area where they put it on that, but then you can say why certain others wouldn't work. Yeah. Or not for you in your situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just an idea, and I don't have to do that. Just an idea I was putting forward, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, produce a written report outlining how curricula have been developed in your own school or the effects of meeting these requirements, yeah?
Yeah.
Bunch more down here, developing curricula, use of technology, interactive learning.
So would that be like, do you know when I've created a lesson plan and at the bottom I have my next step and the feedback?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. But it covers some other areas as well, like the paperless portfolio. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, no.
How much paper have you used?
None.
Precisely.
Well, whatever I write down to refer back to.
Yeah, but it's done electronically, so we end up with a paperless portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the last one, yeah, it is the last one. This is looking at models and theories of reflection and evaluation. Again, some of the guys, Colby's in here again. Honey and Mumford, which we mentioned earlier on as well, learning styles. Yeah. Action, reflection in action and reflection on action. Yeah, that's short. Yeah. That's probably what most people do actually. Greenways, plan, do, review. That is.
I do that.
Well, I don't. I find that a bit restrictive as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I've already got a plan in terms of, how can I explain it? Yeah, I send you a schedule, yeah? So my plan is to deliver those particular learning objectives of that particular unit on that particular evening, yeah? So I've got a plan and I do it, but obviously sometimes somebody can't turn up or you've got to cancel a session for whatever reason, and then it steps back again. So I'm planning doing it and then I'm reviewing what we've done and going over some of it again, yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's the way it actually works.
Yeah.
So
that's what we're told to use for our SEN, to use the Greenaway.
Yeah.
But then when I think about it, we use Gibbs and we use Johns as well.
I find that probably Gibbs is what I use mainly because I've never been involved in writing it down. And that is a fault, I suppose, really. I think you should write it down because I will, after every session that I've delivered, I will think to myself, how did that go? Did it seem to go okay? Was everybody happy? Were there bits that I could have done better? It's a reflective cycle. Each time you do something, right, you put that reflective hat on and say, did it work? Didn't it work? What do I need to improve? Yeah. And again, moving to yeah.
You do that using Sean as well because you can adapt while you're teaching, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. An awareness of thoughts. Yeah, Murphy's new situation, that's an awareness of thoughts. And I suppose that is putting that into words, isn't it? It's an awareness that you are thinking about something and you are analysing it, if you like, as to what was best, what was not best, what could have been better, what did you do that you could have done better, what could you have asked the learners to do that would have improved the situation, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's, evaluating the relevance of what you've done, the use of that knowledge, and identifying learning to apply to a new experience. Immune to ensure critical incident approach and brute field critical lenses. Yeah. Now, pretty much 5.2 is explain ways in which theories and models of reflection and evaluation can be applied to reviewing your own practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you do and how you do it, basically. That's as simple as that. These, your analysis obviously needs some work, but your explanation of how that matches in is probably no more than a paragraph or so.
Yeah.
Because what you've done is you've looked at the whole, and now you're actually bringing that down into what you actually use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what is usable for you. So yeah, your analysis will contain quite a bit of information, but your explanation obviously will be a retraction from there. So that's just giving you some idea. Are you? Yeah, 5.2, and that is basically it. Information for tutors. I think this is on the website, so you can have a look. You can have a look at this. Sometimes this bit, if you read this bit, it gives you ideas on what you need to do. Yeah. Yeah. To fulfil what I'm going to be looking at, basically. I'm making sure I've delivered everything on here. Well, I've obviously read through this before I started to deliver it, but yeah, sometimes it's useful for you because it's not it's a detailed piece of work, but it actually says how you can actually approach it yourself. Yeah, yeah. I think 5. Hang on. Yeah, this is a level 5 mainly knowledge-based unit. Therefore, the approach to the assessment should reflect this. Yeah. So it's looking at the theory. Have you got the understanding of that? Have you got it wrapped up? Is there any that you use? So that's the sort of academic approach that this looks at for this one. Okay, I think that is all. Have you got any questions? No. So you are happy with 4 and 5 now? Yeah. 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 We've got so we've got that separation. This is what's caused most people the problem, separating the analysis of a bland analysis, if you like, of the people involved, and actually how that is usable and practicable in your own circumstance. And if you can keep those separated as you write your piece, then you won't go far wrong. But like I said, if you want to send me some stuff in that you've done just to have a look at, fine, that's not a problem. Yeah, I'm trying to get like on top of it. Yeah. Once we've got 3 out of the way, I knew I wanted to look at something on you as I make sure I've got it. Where's your put that down. Closed it, that's why. Unit 2. Units. Well. Right, I've got deeper Unit 5, Unit 1 complete, yeah? And then I've got Unit 2 deeper, which is not complete. Oops, where's that gone there? Unit 2, I've got the last part, which I'm going to link to LO5 on Unit 3, isn't it? Ah, that's right. That's what I was trying to remember. And I think I mixed up the apps as well. Yeah, you did. That's right. It got me confused, and I realised what you'd done. So it's okay. I'm sorting that out in my head now, so don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I've got to do that last little bit once I finish LO5 here. Do the model of reflection to evaluate the effectiveness of your own practice. Yeah. So you can use the evidence you put in 5.1 and 5.2. You can refer to that, and the piece you'll need for 7.1 and 7.2 will be very short. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, fine. Superb. I think that was it. And then how many questions is there for Unit 4? Sorry? How many questions are there in Unit 4? It's 4, isn't it? Yeah, quickly. Just a second. Put that down. Open that up. Unit 4. Spreadsheet, cover sheet, suggested events. There's an amplification sheet for Unit 4 as well. Okay, great. I think I did them for all the 4 major ones. Yeah. 4. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
4, yeah?
Yeah,
Five,
yeah.
5.
But, having said that, you've only got 2 assessment criteria in LO1, 2 in LO2, 4 in LO3, and 5, yeah? No,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 in LO5, yeah.
Okay.
Right, that something got moved from there, that should be there, that's it. Loads of stuff in here to look at. You know, these are just suggested evidence routes I put on there. Yeah, but again, that amplification sheet that we've just been looking at for Unit 3 is also there for Unit 4 as well.
Okay, great.
Superb. Close that down. Yes, I do. So,
All right then.
okay.
Yeah, perfect. Let's see what I can do this week.
Yeah. Thanks for attending.
Thank you.
I'll speak to you next week.
All right, perfect. Take care, Phil.
Bye now. Same to you, Nicola.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.